Okay, here we know that the speaker is Frank Sinatra.
You're riding high in April, shot down in May.
So the last phrase we just heard was a metaphor because Frank says he was riding high in April. So he was basically living a good life. Maybe he had some extra money at the time, and then shot down in May. He wasn't really gunned down, but he may have heard bad news or ran low on funds.
But I know I'm gonna change that tune.
So, tune, Tune, was symbolism because it's used as a way of thinking in terms of life. And he wants to change his negative way of thinking, just as you could tune a guitar.
When I'm back on top in June, I said that's life.
Okay, so our audience. We know that the audience is really anyone. Maybe Frank is talking to someone who's feeling down or just feels stuck in life's path.
And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream.
Okay, people get their kicks stomping on a dream. We can look at the diction or word choice that Frank uses. So the term kicks. This song, the album, was released in 1966, and in the 60s, people would say the word kicks. It was just something you would say. Kicks meant you got joy or humor out of something. He's saying some people get joy from crushing others' dreams. Stomping on a dream, too, is also a metaphor.
But I don't let it get me down.
So that right there, but I don't let it get me down. That line shows the purpose because he's literally saying, hey, life can be great and life can have some really tough times, but everything always turns out okay.
'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around.
So this is a hyperbole because even though scientifically the Earth does rotate, the world doesn't spin around like a cartoon or like a ballerina going extremely fast. He's saying the world spins around like because he's confused or maybe he's just feeling rushed.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king.
Okay, so this is one of the greatest metaphors in the song because Frank comes to contrast a puppet, something someone can make and do what they want, pick up, a pauper, someone who's very poor, a pirate, someone who's very vicious and cruel, taking things with monetary value, a poet who can write beautiful sonnets and create beautiful pieces of art, and then makes the greatest comparison of all between pawn and king. In chess, pawns are pieces you don't care about. If they have to go, you let them. But the king is the most important piece. If he is checkmated, the game is over.
I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face.
Okay, so flat on my face. This is imagery because you can literally see poor old Frank fallen flat on his face.
I pick myself up and get back in the race.
Get back in the race is another metaphor because there's no literal race, such as a horse race. But life can be a race because everyone's always rushing to be the best. And he's saying, if you fall, you get right back in, and that's life.
That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it.
Okay. His heart won't buy it. This is symbolizing that his heart, so the line that his quitting would mean suicide, but he knows that he would never do that because life always gets better.
And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly.
So once again, this is imagery because you can picture Frank jumping on a big white or black colored bird and flying through a blue, cloudy sky.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king.
Okay, so let's talk about occasion. This again is just saying the occasion for the song is if you feel like you've been all over in life and are stuck and are feeling down.
I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's right.
Okay, so the subject. The whole subject of this song. He picks himself up and gets back in life. That is life. Life can be hard, but you have to keep moving on.
That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it.
Okay, so his tone is very optimistic right there because he thought of cutting out, but his heart won't buy it. And that's, again, that symbolism before. He thought of maybe committing suicide, ending the life, but he just can't do it. Because life is too good. He can see that in the long run.
But if there's nothing shaking come this here July, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die.
Okay. So right here's another hyperbole because yes, you can die in a ball, but you're not going to roll yourself up in a big ball and then just snap your fingers and die in a fetal position. It's just not going to happen.